Justin Schmitz is the Director of Public Works and Mobility for the City of Lone Tree. Justin, from your perspective, what makes your department there in Lone Tree different from those in other cities?
Well, I've lived and worked in many areas in the metro region, and I think one of the things that makes us very unique is our responsiveness to our citizens and our businesses and our visitors. We're able to deliver big city projects with small town customer service. One example of that is our snow plowing operations. We plow every street, every storm in the city of Lone Tree to make sure we have safe and efficient access for all of our residents. Another unique thing that we provide at the city of Lone Tree is free trash and recycling service for all of our single family residents. This is something that many other cities around the area, the residents have to go out and either contract their own service or have to pay for that service. The one thing I did want to also mention is even though we do provide this very high level of service, we are always doing it in a way to maximize the efficiency of how we're doing our work. And we're always doing it to make the biggest impact we can with the budget that we're allocated.
Speaking of the budget for your department, in what areas are you investing the most?
So our budget is divided into three areas or buckets, if you will. Maintenance, which is the ability for us to keep up the condition of our infrastructure. Operations, which really allows for the day-to-day operations of our department. And capital, which is the investment in future programs and projects that meet the needs of our community today and into the future. It's critical that all three of these areas are funded adequately to be done well. One example I'd like to share of that is our system of roadway paving throughout the city. What we do is we make sure that we are continually rotomilling and overlaying our roadway, patching roads that need to be patched to make sure that we keep them operating at a fair and good condition. You can think about your own house or your own car. If you don't maintain on an annual basis, those costs can get significantly higher and that impact much higher down the road. With all the work that we put into our city right now within our roadway system, it allows us to avoid that very large degradation of the roadways that would require us to have to completely reconstruct our roadway system at a much higher cost. So continuing to make these investments in those maintenance programs is absolutely critical to the success of the city.
You mentioned the roads there. Considering the growth that we're seeing in Colorado, and especially considering where Lone Tree is situated within the metro area, I would imagine that traffic is also a major focus of your work.
Absolutely. That is the number one question / complaint that we get at the city of Lone Tree is really about what are we doing to make traffic better in our area. One thing many people don't know is traffic engineering and safety is really an evolving field. There continues to be significant amounts of technology that are being developed to allow our system to operate more efficiently and more safely. And the city of Lone Tree is committed to continue to try to innovate, implement, and try out these new innovative technologies to make our system work much better. One example of that that I'd like to share is in 2020, the city was able to install and operate an adaptive traffic signal system along the Yosemite Street corridor. And that includes all of the streets around the Park Meadows Mall. What this allowed was the city to have the ability to real-time adjust our traffic signals based on the patterns that we are seeing in the roadway. This was never more critical than during 2020, where we saw significant changes in the traffic volumes during the pandemic and post-pandemic. And our system has allowed us to continue to maximize our efficiency no matter which direction the volume of traffic is moving. This type of continued investment is going to be critical to allow the city of Lone Tree to remain at the forefront of transportation management in the region.
Justin Schmitz, thanks for your time today.
Thank you so much.